Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Friday night's late edition of Divas Daily Dribble. Well, I hope you're all well and good and everything. I know a few of you have had some things to go through lately. Just wanted to send some love and care out to you. But I digress. I want to talk about a couple of you requested. Okay, people asking me about Boy George, about penises and all that sort of stuff, and polyamory, and I think there was one other thing too, but I didn't even know of that band, so I'll have to do some research. But what I think is, yeah, I liked Boy George. He come out at a time where I was dealing with shit inside me, and I kind of admired the guy, all what he was doing, and that was all pretty busy stuff. About gender, well, everybody's got bits and pieces, and it kind of is related to the Boy George thing, because Boy George just reflected what Boy George was feeling at the time, I suppose, and as I said, I admire that, and that leads me to polyamory. Well, I was thinking that, yeah, it could, in some people's eyes, be called the last frontier of relationships and stuff, but this last frontier idea is rubbish, really. I believe we're all polyamorous in genetic makeup. I think it's social conditioning that's brought about monogamy, and I think that, that as long as there's gender fluidity, there's always going to be relationship fluidity, and the social constraints of the religions and stuff have kind of pigeonholed us in, you only have one relationship with the one person forever, and the divorce rate kind of reflects otherwise, and as well as having shows on TV like Cheaters. We all like to get off, but I don't really like any of that stuff, because I think that if I've got a core group of people that I love, I can be really faithful to that one person but still love other people. To me, it's not about sex. It's about just loving people, and being able to reach certain levels with people, and knowing that it's there if it needs to be there, and it's like a mutual admiration society, and I love that. And you know who I'm talking about too. There's a few of you there that I love very much, and I would never do anything to hurt any of you, or my dear wife that I've had for 25 years. So I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, but it's a good rock and a place. And, I just think that with all of the shit about hating people and all the wars and violence and stuff we're seeing out there in the world, there's no bloody need for it. We could all just learn to get along and learn about our real feelings inside and just deal with it, and possession and all that sort of stuff. It's rubbish. You can't possess another person. You can live alongside of them. You can trust them. You can also respect them. So there's a lot of angles here and a lot of facets to, what makes real relationships tick. And, there's no need at all for all of the negatives and the stereotyping and, all of the lingo that goes with it. We had a bit of a giggle about some nicknames the other day on one of my statuses. Could have a giggle about the nicknames, but it does stem from the fact that society is pretty well stuffed when it can't accept people that want to have their own lives but get judged unfairly by others, you know, and I just don't see any need for it in this day and age. It's supposed to be 2014, it was all supposed to be enlightened and all that age of Aquarius crap, but we're not. We need to wake up. There's negativity and it's coming from all of the places that it shouldn't. Yes, you Mr. and Mrs. Religion. Yes, you Mr. and Mrs. Conservative. Yes, you need to wake up that we're not all a bunch of bastards. We're actually nice people. We just like to be loved and to love. And no music tonight because I've rattled on too much. I'm going to love yous and leave yous. And just remember, it takes less muscles to smile than it does to frown. I love you. Bye.